Fire up the fax machines. MJ is back, y'all.
What's a fax machine?
I know, right? All kinds of NBA stuff going on. Obviously, the playoffs, conference semis, some heated series. We got NBA draft lottery, the combine going on here in Chicago this week. But beating out all of that, Dave, the breaking news from earlier Monday is that Michael Jeffrey Jordan, his airness, the GOAT, the one and only, will be joining the about-to-launch Back in Our Lives, NBA on NBC and Peacock coverage for the 25-26 NBA season as a special contributor. We don't know what that means exactly, but people are freaking out.
Listen to me. First of all, this is going to be ratings gold.
Bonanza.
I mean, my God, congratulations to NBC. This was a really smart thing to do. They've really been tapping into the nostalgia of what the NBA on NBC has been, and what better way to tap into that than to get the greatest player of all time who basically built your network on his back with those 6 championships. So makes all the sense in the world to have him. I think we're both shocked that he would do something like this.
Why?
We don't understand why, but I got reasons. We'll get into it why, but in the end, I don't care why, because we get to see him and get to see his takes and just, talk to the GOAT, which is always great.
And look, I don't think, as you and I were just discussing, this doesn't mean MJ is going to be like in the studio on a panel regularly, every regular season night that they're doing broadcasts. We do know that they already have some pretty awesome names on board. Carmelo Anthony is going to be in studio regularly. They already have Tarico and Noah Eagle signed on to do play-by-play for them. Like, there's a lot of great names already. And then you just throw Michael Jordan's name on that pile, and you're like, oh, my God. But some people have been wondering if special contributor just means maybe some less frequent sort of like pre-taped voiceover like video packages to preview some really like high point marquee kind of games that they have in their schedule. I think that would make sense because we've never seen MJ on a broadcast team in his post-playing days. Never.
Ever.
Like nothing. And shout out to our guy, Reed Jack, Bulls historian. He reminded me on Twitter earlier today, the closest we've ever come to seeing Michael Jordan broadcaster is when he was a judge in the dunk contest one time in 2007. That's the closest we've ever come to MJ color commentary, MJ studio analyst. Nothing. The dude retired and just walked off into the distance, and good for him.
Yeah, as he should. As he should.
Brings back your question of like, why now is MJ going to give the NBA his time, which he has never given them before?
It's true. I simply, Matt, think it's boredom. And when it's a guy like Michael Jordan who enjoys challenges, like what else is there to conquer for him? Like you're bored. You know what I mean? You're like
buy the Bulls and make them winners again.
You're like a knight with a sword without a dragon to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I am a warrior. I need something to do. He can't sit around the house. You know what I mean? The wife and the twin girls, shout out to them.
He's got a racing team.
Yeah, but that's not why they know Michael Jordan. He's not getting in that car and racing. You know what I mean? He can show up. He can. They're not going to stop him.
Honestly, no, they would have to build a bigger race car. He wouldn't fit.
Yeah, 6'6". Yeah, he's kind of huge. But they would build it. It would happen. But that's not going to do it. He could go golf if he wanted to. That's not going to do it. What does it is basketball. When you are the greatest ever to do something, you're going to go back to that at some point in time. Did you not see him once playing against those two kids? It was him and Tom Brady. And he was just busting their ass and giving them buckets. And what did he tell them? Google me, fool. You know what I'm saying? You better go find out who I am. That never leaves you. So this dude is getting older. And when you get older, man, you're like, dude, you just still always have that itch. That competitive edge is still there. So I just think he still wants to be around it. I think also, Matt, it will also bring up the fact, because the question is going to come. Who is the greatest of all time question is going to come for him. And I just can't wait to see the response now from Michael Jordan.
Meaning, like, if he would answer it the same way he's always answered it, or answer it a different way.
Yeah, I want to see if it's different.
His answer has always been, I can't say because there were players before me I haven't played against.
But dude, now they're going to say,
I haven't played against.
No, bro, now they're going to come with LeBron versus Jordan, who would win? Well, Kobe versus Mike, who would win? It's coming. And I want it all. Give me all of that. I want to see his reactions to this, man. I don't care if he still gives me the flame fluff answer. Ask the question. Something might change.
I do hope we get like a version of unfiltered, petty, competitive MJ that we only most recently saw glimpses of in a documentary that came out 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like you saw in The Last Dance, a few of those interview, segments he was doing were like, oh yeah, this dude, our pal Uncle Will, who's just walked in, we're about to do our lottery show. Right. He described him as an asshole and a jerk in the documentary. We all know he was because of the level of competitiveness, which led him to being widely considered the greatest of all time and 6-time champion.
Correct.
6-time finals MVP.
Correct.
I hope we get that level of, I'm MJ, MFers.
Yeah.
In whatever this contribution is going to be as an NBC, talking head for the NBA. I don't know if we'll get it. I hope we do.
Stephen A. agrees with you wholeheartedly because that's what he said. He said, am I going to get the in-studio nice guy mic or I'm going to get the mic who texts me during the games mic? He was like, if I get that mic, he was like, this is going to be must-see television.
And that's the thing. We've never seen like the in-studio nice mic because the dude never does interviews.
Yeah, we don't know. You know what I mean? We've seen him on in-studio before, like during the season. He's always level-headed, nice suit and all that. I ain't seen Mike with a suit on and I don't know how long, bro. This is a different kind of mic here. 60-year-old plus Mike might be a little bit more petty. You know what I'm saying? Might be. Maybe he's doing this to mess with Charles Barkley or compete against him. Maybe he's doing this to mess with Scottie Pippen and do it like that. I also want, since you shouted out Reed Jack, I want to shout him out again because he asked the question.
That's our guy.
What does this mean that Mike might actually be back in the UC where he hasn't been for over 10 years?
Over a decade.
Yeah.
The last time Michael Jordan was known to be in the building was 2012.
And also, Matt, what I can't wait to see, and I know you would love this, is Michael Jordan's take on today's Chicago Bulls. Oh yeah, look at your face.
Please give me
Look at your face.
Oh my God.
All of that.
I need it.
Oh, look how it's scratching your back.
I need the goat dragging this pathetic excuse of an organization and their lack of success since he walked out the door. I need that. And look, I know it's not happening. I think I heard Mark Grody talking about it on 670 earlier today.
Okay.
Like this is just his first foray into going and buying an NBA team again. And this time it's convincing the Dwarfs to sell him the Bulls.
Okay,
which,
cool.
Bulls fans talk about that all the time. Like, we need MJ to buy the Bulls. He's got the money. And he's got the business partnerships all over the globe. He can make it happen.
Yeah.
I don't think he has any interest in that. I don't think MJ cares whether or not the Bulls are ever good again. I think that is a part of his life that is in his rearview mirror. It doesn't mean that he won't be petty enough to go clown them on the NBC airwaves, and I hope he freaking does.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything about let's make the Bulls good again because MJ wants that. I don't think MJ cares.
I think he cares a little bit because his legacy is involved with it.
His legacy,
of his legacy is involved with it, man.
And you haven't been shit since.
That's great. That's a great one. But he wants to win.
Makes his legacy even more impressive.
But he wants to win. Mike likes winning, Matt, more than you. He likes winning, dog. And he can't have his team that he was on be trash. Think of his high school. Now, his high school, what they got? That Jordan logo on there, he took care of them. Think of North Carolina. Got that Jordan logo on them, he took care of them. You think he ain't gonna try to take care of the Chicago Bulls, man? He does not come to lose. He wants to win, and he needs something to do.
Fair enough.
That would be great to do.
That might be true. He's not helping them in that regard, so long as the Reinsdorfs are still the primary ownership group of this team.
Yeah, but
in case we forgot, he reminded us all in Last Dance how he feels about Jerry and that entire organization when he is running it.
That's old news.
No love lost between Michael and this team when he walked away in '98.
It's so sad.
None.
It's so sad that he is not involved with this team in some capacity. It makes no sense, but maybe he can do it this way and be the owner of this team. Hopefully this is that kind of move towards that.
Right.
I saw Luka get traded, Matt. Anything could happen. I believe anything can happen now, man. Let's see it.
All I know is first thing I want, whichever the first NBA on NBC game is, come October 2025, a fresh season, that the first piece of special contributor that we see and hear is Mike doing a voiceover leading into pregame coverage, talking about some epic matchup, a superstar on a new team, whatever it is. We know the Bulls won't be one of the teams because they're not going to be good or interesting enough to be primetime.
Yeah, we get that.
But a VO of MJ as Round Ball Rock begins to crescendo behind him. Are you kidding me? 10-year-old Matt is flipping out. The mere thought of it. I need it like I need it in my veins.
Put it in the veins now.
Oh, my God.
Let's do this, Mike. Come on.
Incredible news. Incredible news. The GOAT is back. That's going to do it for this mini pod. Make sure you subscribe to that CHGO Sports YouTube channel to get all of our full hour-long CHGO Bulls podcast episodes. Peace.